Hey guys, Jannine Murray here. Today I'm talking to you about rut busting, what you can do if you're feeling stagnated, and what I personally do to break through those ruts and break through those stagnating feelings and get my inspired momentum back. So within my 14 years of working in the fitness industry, this is something I've seen a lot of people do or not do. And it's a big reason why people don't stick to completing or following through with their goals. And this is also inspired by some of the women posting in my online private group for Whole Body Makeover, talking about, they're doing so well, they're adding certain components like the diet and the meditations, but they just can't motivate themselves to do the workout. And they're not entirely sure why. And I know why. And so what I do to break through stagnation is something called circulating energy. And it's so simple, but it's something that we're not really taught or aware of or put into the specific context of doing things to circulate energy. And I watched a video recently on Matt Kahn. He's a spiritual guy I follow. I love his stuff. He's so brilliant and so connected and so real and authentic. So this is inspired by him as well. It's not just entirely my ideas, although I have found that I've been living this way myself and exploring this way myself and being guided this way by my higher self. So he talks about how there's 3 types of energy. There is stagnating, there's circulating, or there's integrating. And so I want to talk to you about these 3 different stages that we all go through and we all cycle through, and that if we just bring into recognition and awareness and respect that that's where we're at, then we can move more freely between this beautiful flowing, free flowing of circulating to integrating, back to circulating to integrating, and really shorten up our timeline of the stagnating. And the way that we can do this is whenever you create a habit or something like that, that inspired momentum and that new life it breathes into you, neurologically, biologically, hormonally, metabolically, and in all aspects of your body mind, right? That is the circulating. But if we continue to do something, there's a certain point where the new circulating energy becomes the new stagnation or stagnating energy. And that's when you lose your inspiration, you lose your momentum, you lose your motivation. And actually motivation doesn't even work. Inspiration, inspired momentum works, not motivation. Anyways, and that's when we need to shift and circulate energy. So the way that I do that is, for example, I know what my needs are, right? I know what my needs are to function optimally and to feel good in my skin, to be healthy and to inspire people, right? And I fulfill those needs very well. I'm actually very, very good at fulfilling my own needs. But if I do certain things for too long, I am highly aware now of that feeling of stagnation or the feeling of integration, which the two can be easily confused. So that's when I switch things up. So for example, a lot of you who follow me know that I love to walk, and I do something called gratitude walking. And a lot of you who haven't been following me or who have been following me, I've recently become a vegan because my body was telling me that that's how it needed to circulate energy, was to stop eating all animal products whatsoever and eat way more vegetables and more tofu and tempeh. So that's another way that I've recently circulated energy into my digestion and my organs and my whole elimination and everything. And I feel freaking amazing. And instead of walking so much first thing in the morning, I stopped walking and I started weightlifting more. So that's a way that I started circulating new energy into my life. A little while ago, I was really into hot yoga, and I was doing hot yoga like 5 days a week. And then I sensed when it was starting to become my new stagnation. And so I stopped hot yoga and I started weightlifting. And then I could say the reverse about that a little while ago. You know, I was doing weightlifting and then I felt like it was becoming my stagnation. So then I switched to hot yoga. But they're all the same things that fulfill my needs, or the one need of movement and sweating and consciously making an effort to move my body in a systematic way that makes me feel really, really good, right? They all fulfill the same thing. I just cycle through them because our bodies run in cycles, just like the earth and the moon and the sky and nature run in cycles. So that's where tuning in to our body and allowing that to guide us on how to circulate energy. And then also figuring out what your needs are. So we need to move our body, we need to meditate, we need proper nourishment and sleep, we need to have fun, we need healthy, positive relationships, we need to be inspired, and we need to eat good. If you make a list of all of those things that you can do to fulfill those, and then cycle through them as they give you joy, then you will ride that wave of inspired momentum and circulation. But, now here's the big but, there is something that happens when you've learned so much and you're expanding so much and you've been circulating so much, and this usually happens with women just before our periods, right? That all of a sudden you have to retract and you have to pull your energy inwards, and that is integrating. That's when you're integrating. And that is actually when, for me, I just binge watch Netflix in my bed, right? And that's how I integrate. Or I shut down posting so much on Facebook or making these videos. I'm actually just coming out of that. And I just have to be with myself. And in a spacious nothingness. Nothingness. In a spacious nothingness where I'm not flowing energy outwards. It's all being circulated within me and integrating within me. But then, once again, the integration can become the new stagnation. So that's when, once again, you have to circulate new energy and do the complete opposite. Matt Kahn made a joke that there was a Seinfeld episode about this exact thing where George, I don't know if any of you have watched Seinfeld, but I love Seinfeld, where George got the brilliant idea to do everything opposite what real George would do. And he was having all these amazing results. Well, that's exactly the idea. Do the opposite thing of what you would regularly do to circulate new energy, even if it's driving home differently that day, and consciously do it with your presence and your relaxed awareness. Or getting home and, making a small shift to adding more vegetables to your dinner, or going for a light little walk. And then as you do these things, as you circulate new energy into your life, breathe into it, feel into it, relax into it. And that's how you access the inspired momentum. So, 3 aspects: stagnating, circulating, integrating. Tune up your body wisdom, tap into your needs, figure out what brings you the most joy, circulate and cycle through them, and honor your time that you need to integrate to be balanced and to watch your life unfold in such an amazing way, the way it's supposed to, not the way society has conditioned us to think it's supposed to be. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.